Welcome along then. We're getting through the season. It is Williams and we are in season 2. And you can see down the bottom left, 225 points so far for our Williams team. We are absolutely doing really well. Stroll ahead of us, ahead of Albon, who's P7. Theo P10. Obviously our pit time is terrible and it's our long hope of getting it better. We are at the United States GP where a potential sprint race comes in this time round. And remember, we are looking ahead for New Year, the next year, already. But all our drivers run out of contract at the end of the year. So what do we do about drivers? Do we change up or do we renew? But sprint race, let's get practice out of the way. Let's see how we do in qualifying and the sprint. So here we go then in Q1. We are going early again. Common theme, but we always say on this stream. Send them both out, get a lap time in on the board, and we'll see if we have to go again. We should be pretty strong round here. I mean, we are top for high speed, we are 5th for low speed, so that is the factors that you want round here. But we're going to see if it's going to be good enough. Albon's gone purples, and Albon does a 33.2. Pourchaire does a second off the pace. What is Pourchaire's problem lately? Maybe it's his contract issues. So I have sent them out on used tyres here. Didn't think we'd improve too much. We haven't improved that bad actually. I just thought, you know what, send them out on used. I wasn't going to basically include this in the video because I didn't think it would be any good. But we have improved and I'm not going to go again. I'm going to think I'm pretty safe on that point with the cars that are below us. Track staying as it is really, not really rubbered in anymore. So session is about to end. And I think we're going to be good to go here. We are going to be through, but the pace is not that strong from us. 5 tenths and 7 tenths off the lead when I thought this would really suit us nicely. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Now there's no point in me using them used softs again. Let's go back out. The question is, what do we do? Let's get one car out. And let's get the other car out. So first lap, hopefully a few cars start to come out of the pits now. Perez, Gasly, Sainz, Ocon. And we're going to get a clear lap. That's even better. Actually, Ocon might just get in the way. We do get a slipstream, but I don't know if that is the good thing or the bad thing. But Pourchaire, 4 tenths off again. So first lap's done, 32.4 and a 32.8. So I'm not going to send Albon again. Albon has actually done a fantastic time. That I thought, well, I didn't know how strong it was going to be. And on a 32.4, that is very strong. We are 4 tenths off at the moment with Pourchaire, so it's not a lot of time. But we've got to improve in this lap. We've bolted some new softs, we've gone early, and he hasn't improved in the first sector. It's a 25.2. So not the best first sector. 24.8 he's done before. So yeah, 4 tenths off is not good. 37.3 he's done before, Albon. Well off the pace. He has not got the pace here. And he is going to struggle to get through. I mean, look at Albon. He should be getting through. But across the line, no improvement. That could be us out in Q3. In Q2. Leclerc now goes quicker. Yellow flag could cost a few people with their lap times. And as we cross the line, are these going to go again? I think we could be safe. Somehow. We have managed. Pourchaire has got to pick it up. And this is the time to pick it up when we go into Q3. Albon. Right there. Look at Verstappen. 8 tenths quicker. That is ridiculous for a Red Bull. P3, P8. I don't know if there's any penalties. I don't think I've seen any penalties this time round. So let's go again. We're going to go early. I'm surprised the track hasn't rubbered in any more than it has. So, first laps. Let's get them in. See where the pace is. We know we need like 1:31.6 if we want pole, pretty much. See what we do though. We've done a 32.4. We're just catching the back end of the traffic. 32.4 again for Albon. And Pourchaire goes 7 tenths off. Where is Pourchaire's pace? Why is he struggling so much? Like, that is incredibly slow. And you can see how quick it is. Stroll takes pole. Oh wow, look how close that battle is. That is so close out there. We're going to go softs again. Want to be lined up nicely on the sprint. We're going to go as late as possible. See when the cars. Remember, only a minute and a half. We need about 3 minutes. Magnussen goes out. Now the cars start going, and now we're going to go. Left it a little bit longer. There's an Aston Martin going out. Oh, we're stuck right behind the Aston Martin. That's not good. Oh, man, get out of that. And who would it be? Albon. Why don't they just create a gap? Because you're never going to improve from there. Never going to improve. But Albon's down to P6. He is not going to get a lap in that's good enough here. Just not going to. Like, pointless. Unless he makes a DRS pass into turn 1. And he don't. So we're just not going to improve. Unless Alonso tows us round to a P1. They should really manage that and let the cars grow out, basically, and get a decent gap between themselves. Because you never know when they're coming out of the pits. We've obviously gone slower, 25.1. 24.9 for Porsche. I mean, look at that. He's got 7 tenths to find. Wow, as Verstappen now gets his 31.6. No, this is chaos. We are absolutely chaotic here. Porsche's going to 37.4. It's the same as Albon, to be fair. Albon is literally being pulled along by Fernando. And what's he going to do across the line? I mean, he's stuck with him the whole way. He doesn't improve as expected. Porsche does. It's only P8. Only P6 and P8. That I am disappointed with. Sure, Albon. I mean, Albon did do a time similar to what he did in the previous quali session, so yeah, that is not. I'm not happy with that. So let's get this underway for the sprint race. We've got to be making some positions. We're on the left-hand side of the grid, inside line, and we need to get off to a great start. Let's battle assist it. Let's go on board with Albon into the first corner. Oh, it looks a bit chaotic there. And then Sainz ahead of Porsche, P6 and P8 at the moment. Obviously, I can't remember if there's any grid penalties. Really can't remember. Don't think there was. I don't remember seeing anything that stuck out to me. And here's a move down the inside for Alex Albon. He's out. I think Alex Albon's out. No way. Not in the sprint. Is he destroyed his car? We're going to watch Pierre Gasly, but I don't think it was to do with Pierre Gasly. Oh, look at that. I've never seen it. I mean, there's cars everywhere. Wow. So there's quite a few cars that have got out in this sprint. We are one of them. Alex Albon, retired. Great. Mediums is still going to be the tyre choice. We might as well use new mediums. No point using softs. We haven't even done a lap. So mediums it is. There is. Leclerc's out as well. Gasly is out. 3 cars all out in this session. And we go again. Jesus. Frustrating at the best of time as well. So we go again here. We're going to ride on board with Porsche this time into turn 1. Hopefully he can hold off Ocon, and he does. And Gasly gets a 10-second penalty, and Leclerc gets a 10-second penalty. Major collision caused, so that moves them back. Obviously they can't take a time penalty, so we go again into the hairpin. Tyres, what are people on? Mediums. They've gone used. We've gone new. An extra lap every little Alps. So Albon, annoyingly, is going to start the race from pretty much the back of the grid. P18 maybe. That's frustrating. We've already dropped Ocon in this sprint, and now we've got to do it with Porsche. Porsche, who have been the slower car all weekend so far, but we've got great fuel, 2.6 kilograms available. So we can just keep pushing for a while. Mediums should last easily to the end after a couple of laps of not running pretty much. But 5 tenths, everyone's going to be pushing. I mean, these could actually just... I mean, we're back on their tyres now, to be fair. Let's go standard. Let's protect that. We're going to go neutral, but we're coming quick at the Aston Martin. And we can't get a job done through there. But what a crash that was. What a crash. But lap 4, we're going to have to settle this in. So on lap 13, we know these tyres. Oh my god, where's the Haas come from? How are we so slow? I just don't get it sometimes. Like, we should be like top 5 with the car performance that we've got, but we're not. We're going to push our ERS. I mean, we're not lapping that bad, look. We did a 37.3. And now the Haas puts it in a position where we don't want to go round. Maybe we're going to squeak a move around the outside or something here. But, oh, we're not lapping that bad, but we're losing positions. And like I said, 37.3 is like pretty much one of the fastest out there. I mean, look at that, apart from Verstappen at the front, of course. So into the final corner. We obviously lapped a lot slower this time, yes. But now we're going to get a move down the straight. We are going to get back ahead of the Haas, who gets a good exit, but we're going to get a better exit. And now we are up into P8 again. 52, 50. The tyres looking after didn't really work that much, to be honest. We've got 6 tenths already as we try and close in on the Alpine. We've got good ERS. And now you can see Magnussen. We've actually stretched clear nicely of Magnussen now that we've took control. And we're trying to gain on Ocon. So if we can get Ocon, we can get ourselves back up to P7. And we won't be then a million miles away from maybe some more points. So into the corner we go where we had the big crash. We've closed up to Ocon now. We're going to deploy ERS. We're going to move to the left-hand side. And we're going to get in to P7. So P7. That's good stuff. How are we lapping though? We're second a lap quicker than Russell. If we can keep that up, we can maybe get into P6. Maybe it's just a confidence thing with Theo. Because sometimes he's brilliant, sometimes he's damn right awful. And he goes 1.5 seconds quicker than Russell that lap. And that is with us using a bit more tyre than ahead. So maybe, just maybe, we can have a run here at George. 1.8 seconds is the gap. We're going to deploy down the straight again, using that extra ERS. Magnussen's only only 8 tenths behind. As we deploy down, yellow flag, but that's now ended. And it was Tsunoda lock up from the back at turn 1. And we're now within nearly a second of Russell. That will help with DRS if we can get it. If we can get it by the straight, we're in 9 tenths now. And now we're cooking. We are cooking with being just 4 tenths behind in the sprint of George. We're going to deploy out of this corner. And now we're going to see if we can get a move done on him. If we can, P6 is not a bad result. Here we go, down the straight, move to the left. Russell stays right. We are into P6. We are lapping very well. We're running hard. But what's the point in running after tyres here? We're just going to attack all the way to the end. If we can get out of DRS, that would help us in our pursuit. We're going to use as much as we can. I mean, 5 tenths. Tyres are hot. Yeah, I understand that. Don't worry. 3 tenths. Ugh. This is going to be painful with 2 laps to go. One more lap, we can probably go full attack. Fuel is a limit as well. We're going to get to the straight. We're going to deploy again. And out the corner we do push. Mercedes is going to be coming back. We're going to top up again. We're just going to have to manage this. And I think we can go attack now. I'm happy with that. So Porsche is going to do okay from P6. Where the hell can we get Albon though? That's going to be one of the big questions for the race. At least we're not going to run out of fuel like we did last year. Red Bull dominance continues with the last lap to go. We're going to save ERS for a moment down the straight. We're actually catching Alonso. 7 tenths a lap. So, pretty strong pace now. We are attacking hard. Using all this tyre. 3 tenths though, Russell. 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths maybe. Not quite. Can we deploy out? We need a good exit here. We do get a good exit. We get a brilliant exit. Sun beaming down. Can we stay ahead of Russell? At the moment, we can. I'm not going to use that fuel. Not going to use that fuel. Our tyres have gone, I think, at this stage. We're going to try and hang on to a few extra points in P6. Russell's going to come back at us though as we approach the last corner. Pourchaire's going to make up for last year. Pourchaire, we're not a million miles off the lead though, are we really? But we've got P6. But sadly, Albon went out. That means we're going to have to look ahead to the race. We're going to have to try and get him through. That's going to be tough, and we're going to have a look at what parts are damaged as well, because he's probably going to have to take grid penalties. No, not that it matters from the back anyway. So, with the race ready, car parts are missing, and wow, chassis is gone. Rear wing is gone. Oh my god. Suspension is gone. We've got an engine that is running out. We can I don't want to take a new engine really. Gearbox we take. We probably are going to have to take a new engine. 5 million though to take a new engine. That's going to be... We're starting at the back anyway. Oh, that's going to kill my cost cap. Absolutely kill the cost cap. I'm telling you. They might as well take it from the back. Albon... I mean, it's showing that hard. I want to start on hards, really. I want to play the long game here. And come back at them. Let's get off that hard tyre. Probably go hard, medium, medium. Run that out to about there. Run that out to about there. Don't think it's softs in this race. About there. I think hards. And Pourchaire probably going to go on to... That's not going to work, surely. I think the same. Medium, medium, hards. I think we go like that. Potentially, can I extend? Yeah, let's do that. I like that strategy. Alright then, race day. P6 and P17. We're going to take a penalty for the engine, of course. We're about to see that come up now. There you go. But we might as well take it because we're going to need that engine in the next few races. So, USA GP, we start 6th with Pourchaire. This has got to be the key that we do get. Let's get battle assist on. We're going to just hope that Albon can come through the field later on. And into the first corner, Pourchaire survives. Just, he's into P6. No, he's not. He's down to P8. He didn't survive. Gasly's moved up a position, and I'm actually just going to take off because he's in P19. I am just going to look after everything here. Don't need to push much. Down the straight we'll go then. Remember, we had good speed on this car. And we're going to try and just keep... I mean, look at Magnussen flying along behind us. So we're just going to push the initial few laps. Albon is just chilling. I want him to look after them tyres. And so he can be quite quick on the mediums. That is the plan. But within 5 tenths at the moment. We're going to go back to neutral. Just look after. Medium's starting to get a bit warm. Let's go aggressive. Because we're only 5 tenths off here. And Albon just dropped a second. But obviously everybody is pushing. That's what you've got to remember. Everybody. Every man and his dog is pushing. Look. 92s. Albon's sitting there on 96. That's our plan of attack. As the Haas comes flying through. This is where I don't get where our pace goes sometimes. Surely we should be well clear of that Haas. I mean, maybe again, the Haas probably pushing more than us. Shows though that maybe we need to push more on laps. Because P9 isn't great at the moment. We've dropped very quickly when we're not pushing. While everyone else is. DRS enabled. Albon's down to P20. That's okay. We'll come back at these pretty quick. Just got to stay out of trouble. Play the long game. Tyres absolutely fine at the moment. And Pourchaire going to cut down now. But P9, this is going to be a long race to go. Can we get a good exit off the corner? We lose out, but we have got DRS surely. Yep. But we've got a new engine on Albon as well, so I'm just trying to manage that in a little bit. Hopefully we don't have to take that next race. We should have took it this race. Why? Our pace has disappeared. I mean, we are looking after our tyres. But we are just lapping so slow with Pourchaire. I mean, Hulkenberg was a second quicker over the last lap, and he's going to go up the inside, and he's going to take us. So it's like we're tailing off at the end of the season again, when we have no reason to do so. I mean, it is because everyone's pushing. Everyone is really pushing at the moment. But surely it shouldn't affect us that much. Look at the acceleration the Haas gets off that corner. We're coming back at them. But yeah, it's a very frustrating one at the moment. So yellow flag is out. Alonso did do a lock-up, and Alonso has managed to keep hold of where he is. There is a crash, but Charles Leclerc, and look at this, freeway battle, 15th for Charles Leclerc, so it must have been an early pit stop. Or no, he had a penalty, didn't he, and he's took big damage. Big damage against the AlphaTauris. So, yeah, Porsche P10, we've got Norris ahead of him, still used his tyres nice. Albon's still last, but he's only 3 tenths behind Piastri. That's why we're still looking after them. We've got ahead of Hulkenberg again. Didn't see that one happen. Let's just look at tyres. So yeah, way better mediums at the moment than those around. Look at Alonso, 61. Norris on the soft, 61. And Albon does overtake Piastri at the back. So, great little move. Just looking after. We are lapping nicely here with the hard tyres. We're just going to see what that lap time is across the line. 41.8. And it's not quicker than everyone else around him, but he's got 82% hards. For the minute, that's looking pretty tasty. No need to push just yet. As Porsche, we're going to try and get past Fernando, who locked up earlier on. Probably struggling with a bit of tyres now, Fernando. 59% on them mediums. Can we get through? He's got DRS as well. And the end of the straight, he looks like he's going to get past the McLaren. Or no, is he? McLaren looks like they're struggling a little bit more with their tyres. And he's through. Is Fernando. McLaren fights back. We've got a brilliant onboard shot here. But, nope. Still can't get through. I mean, now we're coming back at Alonso. Freeway battle here. Can we get a good exit? Yes, we can. Alonso loses out big time. And now we're right behind Norris, who has absolutely hammered them hard soft tyres. Albon again moving up. P18. Let's deploy with Porsche. Surely, I mean, how has Magnussen got 3 seconds ahead of us? Maybe it's just because we're looking after. End of the straight, we're right behind Norris. Surprised we didn't go for a lunge. We haven't though, on soft tyres. Alonso right behind us as well. Can we move anywhere? Oh, I don't think we can. We're pushing a little bit more than I want here with the ERS. But you are right behind. Oh, a bit of a bad line going into that corner. DRS going to open though. We are going to take turn 1 as the overtaking spot. Oh, it tries to defend. Who's going to get the edge? This could end in disaster. Porsche's got him. Norris is coming back though. Oh my god, surely Porsche's got the inside line here. But DRS for Norris. Watch this. Watch him come absolutely back at us here. He's going to fly past us. Or is he? He's got DRS. Now he comes back. Porsche's going to try and fight it. And I think that move's done. I think we've finally got him. And that is good. Porsche's got Norris. Albon running still P18. With decent fuel. And look at that hard tyre line. We can run nicely here. Here comes Norris again. Can't get ahead of Porsche. So an early pit stop by Lance Stroll, who is in, and he's got a bit of an issue as well. Their own issues changing that over. Slow pit stop. Can that bring Albon ahead of Stroll? Don't think it can. I mean, he's trumbling out the pits. There is the Aston Martin. I mean, we're going to fly into turn 1. Oh, I wish we'd have lunged it. He's not going to get ahead. That would have been nice. But P7, Alonso's coming back now. But he's on a lot more used tyres. 3%. I think he's been looking after them tyres for a while. We're going to deploy down the straight. Don't think we're going to be able to keep that car behind though. Well, no, 4 attempts. Here he comes. To the right hand side. cannot get through. 3/10 still. Albon has got Gasly ahead of him now as Stroll overtakes him. We're going to deploy that. And now there's a few more cars in the pit. Sainz, Perez. Obviously pit stop lap for the soft tyres. We're going to get past these. I think we are going to get past these with Porsche. Yes, we are. Into P5. Magnussen running a bout of a race. And now Albon is in P12. Moving up. Few pit stops there, as you can see. Porsche, I still want to go longer. Still want to go longer with Porsche. 3.1 seconds is the gap at the minute. Probably going to push some fuel as well here. And Albon probably going to push some fuel too. Well, we've got the opportunity. See what sort of lap times we can do. Because it's not going to be long until we do come into the pits. 2.8 is the gap. And this is looking okay. Another Leclerc pit stop. Surely he's going to take some. He's got some damage. They are going to change the front wing. That's going to be big time loss for Charles Leclerc and a bit of a pit stop error, it looked like. So Albon is now into P11. He's got Zhou Guanyu right behind. Has Zhou Guanyu pitted? No. Which is interesting. Porsche is catching hard. And he's catching Kevin Magnussen. He's having a belter. Look where Hulkenberg is. He is having a brilliant race. Hard tyres were going longer, remember. So we've got to try and keep Zhou behind. And we do for now. Just look at the last lap times. 140.6 for Porsche. He's lapping 10th slower than Magnussen. And Albon's on is in the 139s on the hard tyres. We're going to ignore that, I think. Or do we? Yes, I think we do. Let's push that. We are going to pit now for mediums. Let's go. Feel like that's a good option actually, because he's starting to struggle. So, 140.2, 6/10 faster. Perez has pitted, come back out. He's doing a 137.1, a lot quicker than us, of course. But Porsche is basically pushing hard here. Let's push with the ERS as well. See what sort of lap times we do. Obviously, we're not going to be improving. And there goes a Ferrari, just to prove that point. Carlos Sainz coming through, and he's on the medium tyres. He pitted a bit earlier though, because he's got 80-something% tyres. But Porsche is going to come in. Albon's not that far away on the hards. And now we've used that fuel that we wanted to use. Porsche's in. Good pit time would be nice for Porsche, but it's going to be around 3.6. We haven't got on hold of that at the minute. Bit of an issue as well. Oh, that's put pay to his. We had all this gap, look, and again, 3 cars we would have come out ahead of. These 3, and now we're behind. So our own team, we've got to get on board of them next season. We've got to start getting better at our pit stops. That has cost us so many times this season. But Albon still is in P9, and he can go a bit further. We're going to keep an eye on these last laps. Norris lapping way quicker, and he's on new mediums. We should lap faster in the faster later on though. I think we'll do a couple more laps. I think we're going to deploy. I mean, we're not going to keep Russell behind here, but I want to keep the pace. Keep with Russell if we can. Although he's got a great exit, Albon, on them hard tyres. So now we're going to just push a couple of laps. We're going to see what sort of lap time we do. Look at that, we are a couple of seconds slower. But remember, Albon started last in this race. Porsche's P12. Magnussen's pushing. You can tell by the lap times. But what time we're going to do as we cross the line? 39.8. That's better. Porsche, what's he going to do on the mediums? 39.3. So 5/10 quicker. We've still got him behind though. And now we're going to come in for mediums. We're going to get him off them tyres. Because he's ran pretty hard in this race actually. And to come P6 at the moment, where we're going to come out somewhere down here. So let's see. Should have Russell coming back past now. Or not. Or not. I want to do another lap. I want to stretch this out. We might even get softs at the end. Because we're not actually lapping that bad, look. 1.5 seconds, 8 tenths. Let's top up. And then Russell does get us, but we did a 39.0 for Albon. That's Magnussen's pushing hard. He's got to be on the softs. He is. Softs are very quick if we can manage them. Could we get one more lap? Go medium and softs. Potentially. Leclerc's just got Pourchaire. Obviously Leclerc been out on the. Oh, he's on the hard tyres and he's got us 70%. So push him. So down the straight we go. Lap 26. We're chasing, and I think we're going to have one more lap. I think that's fair enough to do, because we're still not. Russell's not got away from us. We've really extended out. Let's see what sort of lap time we did do last lap. And across the line they go, 38.8, and now he's going to come back with DRS. And then let's get him in. Pit options, definitely mediums now. Says I can do 30 laps. Wow, that'll take me to lap 56 if I one stopped. Could be very interesting, couldn't it? Definitely don't want to do another lap though. Magnussen catching us a second a lap. And he is, well, he's right there. I mean, that's how quick he's catching us. We have got DRS, but our tyres are screaming out for a bit of new tyre, please. And we are going to come in. Need a good lap though. Pourchaire's doing okay. What times is he lapping? 38.1, so he's done alright here. Lapping pretty much faster than some of the cars around him. Tsunoda's on softs, so he's lapping quicker. So Albon's in. That is a great first stint. 28 laps on the hard tyres. Fair play. Good stop maybe. It's better stop. Better stop. And importantly, we're going to get ahead of Bottas. We are just going to push initially. Let's get that to a second straight away. And we'll cut back down. It is now a second. So go standard, and we'll leave that on neutral. So got that gap to a second already. And the question is, can we get the mediums to the end? I don't think we can, but we're going to definitely try. Pourchaire is paying the dividends for looking after his tyres. He's in P12. And we've got a fair few laps until we come back in the pits for hards. So, lap 35, Albon has just got Gasly. Now, I don't know if Albon's going to get to the end, but that's a great move up the inside after the straight. Now, if they do have to pit again, if they do, which all these are going to, that means we are in a net 11th place at the moment. Ocon 22% softs. Wow. Lapping a 38.1. Lapping's faster than us. But can we get the mediums? I don't think, because that curve is going to run out about lap 50. But I reckon some fancy little soft tyres. We can get in the pits. We are going to be on hards, which is slower tyre at the end, but it is going to give us a bit more durability. Perez is in and already trundling out of the pits. Norris comes in as well. We'll ignore that for a minute. Pourchaire, let's see his lap times. He's gone green, so I'm going to keep him out for maybe another lap here. 37.8, this is crucial. Albon, 37.0. He's lapping very nice, Albon, but I don't think he's going to have to pit again, so he's not actually in a net 10th. But he is when everyone pits, actually, isn't he? Most of them. What's Magnussen doing? 38.5. Down the straight we go. I think one more lap here. Oh, where did Ocon come from? On some fresh mediums, and maybe it is just time to whack these hard tyres on now. So Pourchaire for hards, especially with that pace of Ocon, I think that's fair to say. But let's see if we can keep up. Last lap, we're only, 1.4 seconds slower than Ocon, but a lot quicker than Hamilton, a lot quicker than some of the cars around here, so just keep at this pace. We are lapping okay, and hopefully we can get into the points for both cars. It'd be great for Albon. So we've actually got Alex Albon in a really nice position. We wanted to get him to a lap 45. Obviously we're on lap 44 at the minute, so maybe just 2 laps of full attack, I think, and we can probably pull him in. We're going to be pretty good on the softs, so I'm going to push these mediums as well. P6, I mean, he's about 14 seconds off Pourchaire. So he's actually going to be in a really nice position in this race. Pourchaire is looking at the minute P11, but he'll move up to P10. Lap times around him. Russell's just pitted. Norris is lapping slightly quicker, but he's lapping fairly consistent. We're going to just deploy some down the straight while we're on him. But this is okay. I'm pretty happy, I must say. We'll deploy that back. So 37.3, Albon's catching Ocon now, but obviously we are pushing. Albon's going to come across the lot. I'm very interested in Albon's time now. We've asked him to push. 36.3 is the time. I think I can keep that pace up a little bit. We are also using fuel. And let's deploy this lap actually. Getting caught. I mean, because we're so quick over these, I don't want to pit yet. I want maybe one more lap. 10 laps of pushing. Or no. No. Let's go to Sauce now. It is time. Definitely time. But what we got? Pourchaire's P11. Norris is lapping quicker on the mediums. A couple of seconds behind. It's going to be interesting if Albon can get back in the points. What do we got tyres around us? Anyone to pit? Obviously just Albon. And maybe some of these... No, I don't think anyone else is going to pit. Albon's in. We might not even finish in the points here. Magnussen's had a belter of a race, I must say. Good stop needed, 3.5. And now Albon's going to come back out. And we're going to put straight away Pourchaire on do not fight, teammate. Because Albon needs to get ahead of that McLaren. That is crucial if we can get the Norris. Yes, we can. Brilliant. Brilliant. We need to cut on the fuel. We could probably go aggressive. We're going to watch the intervals now. 5 tenths. And we're going to get great acceleration on this. We're going to send Albon. I can't believe Albon is going to go so well in this race and actually finish ahead of Pourchaire. It's quite disappointing for Pourchaire, really, but that's where Albon is compared to him. Neutral, everything. I mean, actually, we're 7 tenths behind Magnussen. We've caught Magnussen. And we're going to help DRS pull us along. Into turn 1. Is there a move? There isn't yet. Sat there still. I mean, Albon's going to get some ridiculous laps. Could he go for a fastest lap, Albon? I think he could. Let's just top up everything. Obviously, we want it. I mean, he's not got massive room really to do so, has he? Let's see. Pourchaire's going for it though. Pourchaire is going for it, absolutely. Let's push him out the way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send an attacking lap here with Albon. See if we can get the Haas on the straight. Oh, we're going to get him even earlier. Now Pourchaire should get out of the way, but I feel like he's just going to give the position back to the Haas. Damn it, that's not what we wanted. That is not what we wanted. But Albon, let's check sector times. The yellow sector 1, interesting. Considering this is the first time he's on these tyres. And down the straight, we're going to get DRS. It's going to be a great, powerful DRS as well. Again, Pourchaire's now got Magnussen again, thank God. We are green in the middle sector. But I think Alonso is going to hold us up here. We're going to go one more. Yeah, I know tyres are hot. We're probably out of everything now. We're probably not going to get a fastest lap, but we tried. Let's go on to neutral. Should get a good exit here. And to the outside we're going to go. And we're going to go round the outside. Round the outside. Go back onto aggressive. Got to get some fuel back though. Got to get some fuel back. Pourchaire is looking good on attack. He's trying to chase down Fernando. Fernando is on medium 55% tyres. Struggling. Last lap, look, 35.3. A second out of Russell. And closing on Alonso. We can get up to P8 and P9 again. Ocon scoring well for Alpine. Hamilton, nowhere to be seen. That's good. So this is potentially still got a lot to play. Let's deploy with Pourchaire. Over the line, what sort of lap times are we going to get? Russell, 1.2, nearly 2 seconds quicker than Russell. And we're going to make a move as Pourchaire here. Up the inside, ahead of Alonso. That is job done. P8 and P9. It could get better though. We're closing hard on Russell, but it's 2.7 seconds. That is going to be pretty tricky, I think, to try and get back. Side by side we go. It's on board with Pourchaire and Alonso. These two are going at it. Albon is going at it as well. I mean, we are looking at fuel because fuel is very close to the limit. We are through. We're still attacking. We're still giving it everything here. Let's move back onto neutral. So P7, and I just want to conserve if I can. I need to knock a few point decimals off this. Hopefully don't come and hurt us too much. No, we've actually pulled clear now. 0.2, I'm happy with that. That should reduce. Pourchaire's in P9, he's got Alonso right behind him, but we're well clear. We're on aggressive already, and we're going to deploy. Let's deploy now. Deploy with Albon. So we've managed to come back through, and another track where our qualifying seems to be better than our race pace. We haven't been able to really commit to it, probably since around Monza or Zandvoort, where we actually looked really good in the race. We haven't been able to hold that since. Alonso is fighting hard against us. Got battle assist on to try and help. But Albon's cleared. Oh, it's Alonso going wide. That's help us. That will help us a lot. Alonso ran wide on turn 17. And with just a couple of laps to go, I think we go attack now on them hard tyres. Softs, I think we go attack as well. We're not a lap down. Question is, can we catch Ocon? Ocon on 29% mediums. We are lapping 3 seconds a lap. There is 1 lap to go after this. We're going to go on to conserve and get that fuel back.
Increase, lift and coast.
Down the straight. We need the fuel. We are a bit of a worry on fuel. But back to point 1. And we are so much quicker than this Alpine. Final lap, yellow flags. Oh, Pourchaire, you are literally in the points. Literally in the points. Here comes Alex Albon. Down the straight. To get P7. P6 even. And he's through.
How many laps do you have?
Final lap. Albon's through, and now fuel is green. Can't believe Pourchaire absolutely dropped it and let Alonso back through. I mean, maybe we were pushing and we didn't need to. But down the straight we go. Let's deploy everything. We've dropped Ocon. We're not a million miles away from the lead. 40 seconds, 50 seconds. Compared to what we usually do. 2.3, we're not going to get that back. But I tell you what we are going to get back is a P6 finish for Albon. And a double point scoring in the end with P10 for Pourchaire. So we'll take that. 4.7 the gap closes to. And last lap, yeah, 36.9. We lapped quick at the end. 41.7 for Pourchaire. We'll take that. Double points finish in Austin. And at the end of the day, it's more than the Alpine, it's more than the Mercedes, because Lewis Hamilton didn't score any points here in Austin. And that suits us down to a T. But there you go. Look at Leclerc Albon. That is a fantastic race. Alex Albon masterclass to get from P20 to P6. And it really does show you how Theo really struggled in that race. Albon moves 8 points ahead. He's into 7th. Theo P10 at the moment. And in the constructors, I mean, look at that. It's a joke. Williams, we move ahead again of Mercedes and Alpine. But, I mean, we're not getting Ferrari, that's for sure. Don't need to look at pit times. But sadly, yeah, we should have finished higher for Pourchaire. I mean, we lost big money in that race. Obviously bought an engine part as well. We had to buy an engine. That's going to, I'll tell you what, you want to watch our cost cap now. 5 million projected. So we are 1 engine away from potentially breaking cost cap. And we are... this is going to be close. This is going to be close.